I'll show you some of the stuff I've been doing with my feet, and they're always needing work, my feet. And I noticed they were particularly tight recently, so I need to do lots of work on my feet. So it doesn't need to be complicated, and I do this, I literally do this at night when we're watching telly, much to my husband's annoyance, but hey, it needs to be done. First thing I do is I take my fingers and I thread them through my toes. At the moment, I can't get all fingers into my toes because they're so tight. So it's just, you might just get one, you might get a couple. I can get 3 fingers in between the toes, and I can't get my pinky in between my baby toe. But making some space, that comes quite easily once I start working on it. And then fingers it in, and I'm kind of just wiggling and making a wee bit of space, okay? And maybe I kind of forward and back some circles, but just kind of really trying to let my toes find some space between them. I sometimes use toe separators, socks that kind of got toe separators in them. To be honest, I like doing it with my fingers because I like to feel that my skin's getting skin to skin contact, but up to you. So I do some of that, and then I take my toes and I kind of draw them back and open them. So I'm kind of moving the toes, getting a big sort of stretch on the underneath of the toes, and then drawing them forward. I'm not sure how much of this you can see. And then I tend to a little bit tighter into the middle toes. So I tend to just give them a bit of a kind of rub underneath. It's as if I'm trying to straighten my toes out. It's not going to happen like you kind of got the pad of your toe. It's like I'm trying to kind of straighten the back of it out. And then I kind of do a bit of a ring out of my foot. So taking the ball of my foot, drawing it one way, and then my heel the other way. So someone once said to me, like, your feet can ring out like cloths, and it's that I'm kind of trying to do. So I'm doing this motion while holding my feet. And you can be quite firm with your feet, but listen in and don't bully them. Their feet are meant to be mobile, so get in and give them a bit of that mobility. Got a quarter of the bones in our body and our feet, so you know they're pliable. They're meant to move a lot more than they do. So that's one thing I'm doing. And then I've got a ball that lives in the kitchen. Again, much to my husband's annoyance, that lives in the wee corner so that he doesn't trip over it, in theory. And the one I'm doing at the moment is I'm just giving it a little bit of bounce. So I'm not trying to rub, which some of you might have seen me do, or might have suggested you do, and it's not saying that that's wrong. It's just different. At the moment, I really want to feel that kind of down up feel. I've got a wee rebounder trampoline to give myself a little bit of bounce and stimulation through my feet and my legs. So that's what I'm needing just now. Hence why I'm doing this. You might find it feels really nice to give it a roll and a rub, and that's perfectly fine. And then the other one, this is my total go-to just now. I've got a yoga block here, partly so you can see it. And I've been doing other things with yoga block. You could do it against the skirt, and you could do it against the spine of a book. I'm trying as best as I can to get the ball of my foot right in, so that my toes are up the ends of the block and my heel's down. And then once I'm there, I'm rolling to the inside of my heel and the ball of my big toe back to the center, and then rolling to the outside of my baby toe and the outside of my heel and the ball of my baby toe. So my toes are staying kind of roughly at the block, and they're staying roughly still, and I'm giving the arch of my foot a bit of a roll side to side. So my ankle's rolling, but more so I'm getting that whole sense that the inside and the outside of my feet are getting a bit of press into the floor. So they're quite different. I tend to roll onto the outside of my feet, which I generally talk about people over parade, which means they roll in. I'm the opposite. So I really like to get that sense of the inside of my foot feeling some kind of sense of the floor. You might be the opposite. It might be nice to get the outside of your foot and kind of notice what that feels like. So that is a real go-to for me at the moment, and doing wonders for me. Then I tend to finish with just a little bit of kind of walk on the spot, trying to get really kind of stretch out the last wee bits of my foot, and I might do another wee kind of stretch like that, just like that. So not a big stretch, just giving it a wee bit of stimulation. Take what you like from that. If you do nothing else than stick your fingers through your toes and give it a bit of a stretch and a wiggle, you will do loads for your feet. See you later.